Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday the 13th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So the leadership race is underway now. We saw two surprise runners and riders fall at the first hurdle yesterday. Transport Secretary Grant Schapps failed to find support from 20 MPs and Sajid Javid pulled out just before the deadline. Presumably he was also unable to find support from 20 MPs, but perhaps he accepted a bung from Sunak's tax-free gazillions and maybe the promise of a seat on his cabinet. Who knows? Today's vote needs a minimum of 30 votes to stay in the race. That's at 1:30 today, and we'll see a similar vote tomorrow and then perhaps a third on Monday if needed. And the new Chancellor, whoever that may be, will face a challenge to reconcile the new Prime Minister's tax pledges with the monetary policy of the Bank of England. Watch this space. Maybe that's what Javid has in mind all along. A burning question remains around the Bank of England inflation target, though. The long-standing 2% target is all but irrelevant right now. And when inflation has been brought back under control from the heady heights that we're at right now, chances are the New World Order will mean a 2% target is defunct and will need to be raised. In the market, sterling continues downward against the dollar. We touched 118.10 yesterday before recovering to around 118.85. We fared a little better against the euro. That's as euro dollar touched parity. We open around 118.65 there this morning. Over in the US, the Fed remains committed to more rate hikes, and it looks pretty nailed on that we'll see another 75 basis points delivered at their next meeting. Fed members have spoken of a path to cool inflation, but it looks like they're risking growth and will likely bring a recession dangerously close at the very least. That said, they are also all driven by the data, and today we have inflation data due for June and Q2 GDP. Headline inflation is expected to be unchanged at 8.6%, and it'll be interesting to see if the first cut of GDP for Q2 is in negative territory. If that has dipped below zero, I guess there's an outside chance that it could affect the Fed's thinking, but broad expectations remain for another 75 basis points at the next meeting. The dollar index reached 108.55 as euro dollar touched parity yesterday. That bounced back from 1 for 1, though, and that suggests that perhaps a correction may be needed before we go again, but that's certainly one to keep an eye on again today. Right, that's it from me. Have a great day. Mind how you go in the heat. Stay hydrated.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.